mercy, qualities to obtain mercy, how to cultivate qualities to obtain mercy. What is true mercy? The some things I'll try to discuss. Why do we need mercy? We are actually the first lesson of Gita. Krishna explains in 18 verses continuously. We are not this body but a spirit soul. Continuously. The first instruction of Gita, which Krishna tried to explain, we don't even realize actually. That's the first instruction. Some people, after listening to the class, they go to the bathroom and see how my face was during the class. Sometimes the speaker also does the same thing. It is not easy to become free from the bodily consciousness. When we are in the bodily consciousness, the late Kadambakan Maharaj passed away. He says, when we think we are this body, impelled by false ego, what is very prominent? Lust. The pure spirit soul, Sachidananda Swarupa Atma, impelled by false ego, starts identifying with this temporary body of 206 bones, blood, flesh, and marrow. What will be very prominent? Lust. And then the other factors will come into the picture: envy, greed, anger, pride, illusion. And we are shackled by these 6 viruses of the mind. And we are brainwashed. We are, these 6 viruses forced us to think like this. What is Kali Yuga? We are brainwashed by the society, especially education, with the universities, and sometimes family members. You're this body. I'm this body, you're this body. And as long as I satisfy you, your body needs, I'm happy, you're happy. What is the flaw? That natural, that is eternal, blissful Krishna Prema. We are losing, and that is the reason why we have taken birth. But these things, they're putting us in the illusion, and these things are keeping us away from our actual goal. Couple of decades ago, as while I was still studying here, I think I came to Hyderabad. No, I really don't. I was working actually. One day suddenly I decided to go to this zoological gardens. There, that day it was so hot. It was very hot. I think it's May month. So standing under a tree, I was feeling that immense heat. But more than myself, I felt sad for the elephants who were standing in that hot sunshine with no shade. Not one, 3 or 4 elephants. And their skin is black. It was blistering hot. But believe me, they were chained to think they can never break these chains. The Mahat has created a fear in their minds. You will never break these chains. But the reality is that if only somebody comes and gives the knowledge to the elephant, not only you can break the chain, but you can break the tree to which you are chained to. That much powerful elephant is. But this elephant is so much brainwashed to think you can never break the chain. That is the situation we are all in right now. There's so much we so much identify with the body, the family, the relatives, and there's all this technological development and all this money making. There's so much absorbed externally. We don't even think I am a spirit soul, I'm eternal. 2.12, 2.11. Nadeva 12. Nadeva Hamjat Nasam. Natam Neme Janadipa Nachevana Bhavishyama. Sarveva Mataparvane. I wrote this verse. I was shivered first time. I'm always there. Whenever I would get a problem, I would think, somehow let me pass this life, then done. Yes, chapter is closed. Only to begin the chapter again. Correct. What is the cruelty of Maya? Maya acts on the mind, and Maya tells you enjoy. Eat, eat, eat. But you say, if I eat sugar, I'll get diabetes. Mind says, and that's not my problem. You suffer, I don't care. But I want to enjoy sugar right now. You enjoy alcoholism, illicit sex, intoxication, beating, gambling. I'll get all the simple reactions. Mind says, that's not my problem. I want to enjoy. And you're attached to the family, attached to money, attached to them. Mind says, congratulations, that's what I want. But Gita is telling, it'll increase my births. That's not my problem. Keep on taking birth and suffer. One day, unless this is the cruelty of mind, in other words, cruelty of Maya. So, what is real mercy? Before I start, what is our situation today? Second canto Srimad Bhagavatam says, this is the same example Bhagavatam gives actually. We are like a moon, maybe 90,000 miles or 90 million miles away from the sun, from the earth. The moon is looking into the water, maybe in the ocean, and the water has come close, shrinking the image of the moon. And the moon thinks, hey, my face is shrunk. How many of you call it ignorance, foolishness? Then the water goes back, elongating the image of the moon. The moon starts thinking, oh, my face is elongated, starts crying. How many of you agree it is ignorance? That is the exact stage we are in right now. Impelled by Ahankar, the pure Sachidananda soul identifies with the body. And whatever we go through, the body goes through, we identify ourselves with that and we experience happiness or distress. How many of you heard the word name virtual reality? How many of you experienced that? Singapore, they started this virtual reality ship by TCS, Tata Consultancy Services. And I said, how much is that? $6 to $97. $30. Ooh, Indians don't spend money on that, right? $30 into, you multiply your rupees. I will not go. And one day, I went to an organization, not a ISKCON, I used to go there. One monk is talking to another monk. This is amazing. It's exactly like this. You should go. Then I thought, a monk is telling the head monk, there should be something in this. So I put $30 and I went to watch the show. It's amazing actually. It's really amazing. So you will sit in the chair. To the extent you are observed in the movie, that much extent you will get a feeling you are falling down. The train will be going down. The whole thing they did was, this chair will move back and forth. I watched it for 1 minute and people started yelling, ooh. What I did, I closed my eyes. When I closed my eyes, I started seeing the chair moving back and forth. When the train is coming like this chair bends like this, that's it. And it goes, it moves only 3 inches, not more than that. But this 3 inches, it moves for probably 1.5 minutes. You get a feeling you're actually going down. So to stop this illusion, what you have to do? Disconnect. So first thing I closed my eyes and I started laughing. I paid $30 for this. But then I told myself, this is what happens outside. This is all virtual reality show. Tadatmyata, to the extent you are bodily absorbed, that much extent you are impelled by a Tesla car or a BMW car or a palatial mansion in Avatar 1 or 2 or 3. And you try to make friendship with those people, and you'll try to be part of that club, and in that illusion you live your life. You know, but that illusion is shattered when your body starts giving trouble. You know? Krishna continuously works on you. Every day Krishna tries to tell you you're not his body, but we don't. So I have a question for you, because I showed the screen. Same point of second canto of Bhagavatam says, are you ready for the question?
Yes.
Okay. There is a shop outside. It's not prasad. You know, so you went and you purchased gulab jamuns and you start eating. Now my question to you is this: body is always dead. Body cannot enjoy. Soul is spiritual. Soul doesn't enjoy matter. My question to you: who is enjoying gulab jamun? Somebody said mind. Okay. Next, somebody else. Senses. Okay.
No, Jivatma.
Huh?
Jiva in the Jivatma.
Jivatma. Somebody said somebody.
False ego.
False ego. Thank you very much. So the answer is not senses. The answer is not mind. The answer is not. No, Jiva. You didn't hear. Jiva is spiritual. Jiva cannot enjoy dead matter. And our Prabhu, I forgot your name.
Srinivas.
Huh?
Srinivas.
Srinivas Prabhu is right. Ahankara. Who enjoys?
Ahankara.
Ahankara Mudatma. Kartaham. To the extent you are absorbed in bodily consciousness, that much extent you enjoy. To the extent you are knowledgeable, that much extent you want. So, at the end. So, Ahankara doesn't have existence, eternal existence. I want everyone to hear every line from second canto of Bhagavatam. Ahankara doesn't have eternal existence. It is Ahankara, it is actually one of the representations of Maya, illusion. In other words, every material pleasure in this world is illusory. Every material pleasure is illusory. How many of you want me to prove? Okay, now I am going to prove. I heard this from my seniors before. You're in the college. It's 20 years, you're very hungry. 50 is very difficult to digest. But 20 you can. So you went to canteen, cafeteria. You ordered a gulab jamun, rasgulla, for a change. You ordered samosa also. And you're hungry also. And you put everything in the plate ready to eat. Your friend comes. Arey, you're here? I've been searching for you. So you pick up the gulab jamun and to put in your mouth and say, what happened? Arey, just no results came. We all passed, you only failed. To add to that, you remember Deloitte came to our company, our college, and conducted interview. We all were selected, only you didn't get selected. You're eating, eat it. We all passed, you only failed. We all got selected by Deloitte, you only didn't. And you want to pretend you didn't care. You put the gulab jamun and eat, no taste. If we had told we all failed, you'd have found some taste. But we all passed, you only failed. There is no support now. Misery loves company.
Misery need company.
I'm gonna agree. Misery loves company actually.
Misery loves company.
You got diabetes? I also got diabetes.
We are happy.
आपका वैक्सीन हो गया? अरे मेरा भी हो गया। दोबारा दूसरा भी हाल है। Once you touch 50 years, you have diabetes, blood pressure. Which doctor is it? So, that's why. Why? Mind is disturbed. What is disturbed? When the mind is disturbed, the senses are all connected to the mind. There is so much in right now. We all passed, you failed. What will my father say? First thing he asked, this next door neighbors will pass or not. This next door neighbor, he also passed. What about you failed? Father will create fire actually. What answer should I give? If this gulab jamun is the one that should give you happiness, it should give you happiness irrespective of any situation. There is no if condition here. There is no if and but condition. If there is if and but condition, it means that pleasure is illusory. I'll give the worst example. I'm sorry to give you. I gave many times. Gandhiji also mentions this in my experiments with his book. A person goes to enjoy a prostitute, the most topmost pleasure in the materialist sex life. He knocks the door, the prostitute knows he is coming, and suddenly the door is open, and she opens the door, then you get a phone call. You lift the phone, your father, hey, where are you? Dad, what happened? Mom got the heart attack. She is between life and death. Where are you right now? And that's when the door opens. Will you go inside or not? Never. Mind is disturbed. The object is before you to enjoy. No. So if this object is giving you pleasure based on if conditions, it is not a real pleasure. It is a illusory. Pleasure or pain, it is a illusory. Why I'm telling this is अहंकार मूढ़ात्मक करता ही थी माने ते प्रकृति के मानाने गुनेगार मान सदसा. So to the extent your body is absorbed, that much extent you will identify yourself to the surroundings. Then what happens? You will find happiness instead of finding happiness on the soul level. There's a verse for Krishna. Atma ramascha munayo nirgandha virukrami korvanti haitikam bhaktim ittam bhota bhava. Krishna does not enjoy outside. Krishna no. Krishna is a self-satisfied. Why? Pleasure is inside. Pleasure potency. Antaranga Shakti, Radharani is inside. So Krishna doesn't even look outside. But in our case, it's not like that. Until you realize the self, up to that point, you will be entering yourself with externals and you will try to find pleasure with the externals. Though Krishna constantly reminds you as super soul sitting in your heart as Paramatma, still you are not interested. What a misery, huh? That eternal, knowledgeable, blissful spirit soul has to find happiness serving Krishna, enjoy internally. Today, we are so miserable, identifying external situations. To add fuel to the fire, universities are telling this is real. Government is telling this is real. And a professor is telling this is real, though he is miserable. I have 7-8 professors actually in America. They are telling you get an education, you are this body, if you make money, you will be happy. Professor is miserable. So, Indians are not atheistic. They take shelter of devatas, babas, yogis, and gurus. And they are telling you, you are this body. If you worship me, you'll get what you want. Straight, the second verse of Bhagavatam, nothing but increasing envy on yourself only. So, in that, while groping in the darkness, one day, that causeless mercy flows in your life. What is that? Brahmanda Brahmate Kona Bhagyavan Jiva
Krishna.
Krishna Prasade Payam Bhakti Lakshmi. One day one person says, oh, take this book. How much? $10. Ah, $10. Sir, please, please, please. For some reason, you take that book. You know, we have so many jokes. We present people Bhagavad Gita as it is. They keep it as it is. For years. You know, honestly speaking, even if Krishna, the closest person for us is Krishna, the farthest person for us is Krishna. So, but we still do not hear. It keeps on calling us, telling us, Ishwar Sarvabhutana Hridesi Arjuna Krishnati Brahmayan Sarvabhutani Yantarabhutani. So, one day you will get that association of a devotee. That is the first sign of mercy. Or that person starts giving you knowledge and you start understanding it. Not any verses or by-hearting verses, but you really understand. Really? I'm not this body? Really? Wow. Brahma lives for 311 billion years. Compared to that body, 78 years. You do this introspection for 3 minutes. Wow, this is great. That's why Srila Prabhupada said, if you understand, if you read Bhagavad Gita, understand one chapter, your life is perfect. Srila Prabhupada said, finally he came down. If you understand one verse, apply, you'll be perfect. Finally, Srila Prabhupada said, if you understand one word of the verse, understand and apply, your life will be perfect. That much potent Bhagavad Gita is. The day you understand, trying to understand, there is actually two words, Jnana and Vijnana. Don't tell me that, what is the difference? The difference is V is missing. No. There is what is called a theoretical knowledge, realized knowledge. Fire burns. So go tell 100 people fire burns. But unless you put your finger there in the fire, you can't understand what burning is. So for the Vijnana to translate into Vijnana, there is a between, there is one thing. What is that? Tapasya. What is that? Austerity. Unless you do tapasya, unless you serve a spiritual master for his pleasure, the theory will remain theory only. You may tell the whole world how sweet the theory is, how sweet the honey is, but reality is you have never licked it. But for Jnana to translate into Vijnana, we need to do intense tapasya that includes sadhana, chanting our rounds, and serving the spiritual master, working for his grace. So this is the first sign of mercy. You know, should I continue?
Yes.
So, what is that understanding? What is that understanding? India, somebody put today's morning, I don't know the Mother is still here or not. There are so many demigods. There are so many temples. Like there's a window shopping in America. We have a temple shopping also. What do we have?
Temple shopping.
So for some reason temple president scolds you, you go to the temple also. No. Yesterday night one lady asked, she said she's worshipping some devata. I said, why are you worshipping that? Why should you worship that devata? Immediately she reverted back. Why do you worship Krishna? She asked me. I said, thank you very much. And I spoke there for 10 minutes. Because I want others to be convinced. Whether she'll be convinced or not. And she was convinced. That's why I use this word knowledge and understanding. How many of you can this Krishna is 50% about it? Thank you. Very amazing. So, answer से प्रभु मतस्सरम प्रभुते इधे मतलब बजते मामा मतलब भाव समानता. There is no sentimentality in Krishna's worship. Krishna said, God means the cause of all causes. The source of this computer is plastic and metal. Source of that is earth. Source of it, like that you go, one point is there. That point is the cause of everything, but that point doesn't have any cause. Egg first or chicken first? Huh? Prabhu is telling, as egg first or chicken first, Prabhu said Krishna first. The answer is, in the spiritual world, chicken first, but in the material world, egg first. So, but what is first? Spiritual world is there eternally, so chicken first stage. So, Krishna is the point. Anadir Adir Govinda. He doesn't have beginning, but is the beginning of everything. Not only Krishna said this, Krishna showed that universal form. I have a question for all of you. How many times Krishna showed the Swarupa?
Two times.
Three times.
Okay, two. Who said 2 times? What are the 2 times? Okay, Lilananda, 2 times. What are the times Krishna showed?
One when Duryodhana was trying to bind him, and 2 is when he showed it to Arjuna when Arjuna asked.
Great, on the battlefield, and when he went as an ambassador, Duryodhana was trying to bind these 2 times. The 3rd time, Mama, Vinila Mata.
I heard with for one movie he showed the
Huh?
for one sage he showed the universal. I don't remember the sage name.
No.
Another sage.
Okay, say, what is his name? Huh?
So Maya says that yoga says you
Huh?
can show the whole universe.
Okay, actually, Krishna showed universal form 5 times. How many times? So one day Yashoda was looking into Krishna's mouth. How many teeth my son got? And Krishna, what Krishna? He yawned. So Yashoda, I don't yet thought, okay, let me see how many teeth he had. He got. I'm sure many of the mothers did that. She looked inside and the entire universe. All the universes, in one universe, one galaxy, so many galaxies, one galaxy, so many solar systems. In that earth, in that Vrindavan, Yashoda is looking at his mother. Yashoda, heart stopped. Is it vision or what? And Krishna was sleeping, childhood. Second time, Balramji came. Krishna ate dirt. Mitti kale unhone. Yashoda Prabhupada says very nicely. Krishna, come here, I'm giving you Sandesh every day, you're eating mitti. Come here, open your mouth. Krishna said, I didn't eat. Balramji said, yeah, today, he joined with all of them and he's another party, that's why he's telling like this. But your friends are telling, they all became one party. That's why they're telling. Yashoda, with a stick in the hand, open your mouth. Krishna said, I didn't eat. Open your mouth. Open. This is another universal form. It's 2 times over. Then 2 times Lilananda Prabhu said 4 times. 5th time what went to the mouth he said. One day one sage Udanka came across Krishna. And he said, you are the reason for the death of, you are the cause of the death of 650 million people, 65 crore people on the battle of Kurukshetra. Immediately took the water. I'll curse you. Krishna said, hold on. You know who I am? And immediately Krishna exhibited his universal form. Kalosmi loka kshetat pravruddha lokan samartamiham pravruddha. Arjun said, who are you? Time I am. In the form of time, I take everything from everybody. The most beautiful cinema star has to become a grandmother. And then oceans will dry up and mountains become powder. So when he showed Utanka, Utanka was shocked. My Lord, your supreme personality of Godhead. Param Brahma Param Pavitram Param Bhavan Varsham Sashvatam Divyam Adivajamunu. Asma Vashastra Devashi Narastada, Siddha Devalo Vyasa, Saitya Pravishmi. This is offered by Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita. But Udanga said, sorry, please forgive me. Yes. So the problem is the person sits next to us, we take him for granted. No, that person may be very advanced, we don't know. That's why we should be very careful, especially when we deal with devotees. So Devatas, they are temporary positions. Krishna, Ardhavaya Jnana Paratattva, means it will never change. Krishna is Krishna only, eternally. But Devatas, they died. Devatas are all Jiva Tattva. So what is the real mercy? Knowledge and understanding. I'm not telling Dhruva's story, I'll tell only take 2 minutes. When stepmother told Dhruva to sit on the lap of your father, Uttanapad, Dhruva was a Kshatriya, right? He was agitated. He looked for the support from his father. Uttanapad didn't say anything. Cut the story short. Suniti said, my son, everything is given by the Supreme Lord. Your grandfather, Swayambhu got everything from Krishna, and great grandfather Brahma got everything from Krishna, God. He said, how do I get to God? I have a question for all of you. Who can be more greedy than Dhruva? When Krishna appears tomorrow, what will you ask? This entire block of apartments will be. Because we cannot take more. If a student from America, India comes to America and Krishna comes, what do you want? F1 to H1 only. Our little boy tells him, my Lord, give me green card. Arya, I can give you planet also. But we cannot think beyond. But Dhruva, what he did, the child read. When I read it, I really correlated. Sometimes children say, what do you want? How much chocolate do you want? This much chocolate. So he said, Dhruva thought, I want a bigger kingdom than kingdom than that of my grandfathers. Swayambhu. I don't think if Krishna comes, he'll ask a bigger universe. But Dhruva went for that purpose. And intensely did tapasya only for 6 months. And Vishnu came, and when he saw Krishna's expansion, so beautiful, then Vishnu said, he put his conch on his head and said, ask. Dhruva said, I don't want anything, my lord. Ask, I know why you came here. Ask. I don't want anything, my lord. You want a green card or a credit card? Or both the cards? Please ask. So, what is real mercy? People go and approach demigods and ask 3 things. Dhanantegi, rupategi, rupati, bharyanategi. They cannot ask anything other than that. Give me money. Okay, money is given. What next? Give me beautiful body. The moment you have money, what next? What is next prominent thing after money? Sex life. For sex life, beautiful body. Given. What next? Rupavati, bharyanategi. Give me beautiful wife. Material life means sense enjoyment and money. That's it. That is what Hiranya and Kasipu. Gold and bed. That is Hiranyakasipu. It means you have no knowledge. It means you don't have faith in Bhagavad Gita. But the moment you come to the soul platform, these are all useless. So Vishnu said, ask. Then Dhruva said, my lord, Kachan Vichino Nadigaratno Swami Pradardasmaram Nache. My lord, I came for a broken piece of glass. I got the diamond. But once I get the diamond, what is the use of the broken piece of glass? My lord, I got you. Then why do you need? Okay, if I ask, you make me a king. After 100 years, I'll die. If I ask money, or these shops, 500 years later, they will all collapse. Or I won't be there. Anything material related to body, if I ask, it will perish eventually. But Goal of life is to attain your grace. And what you? I don't need anything. That is the true mercy. What is the true mercy? That one. But because your parents, they keep on giving you every day $10, but you don't spend it, keep on putting in the piggy bank, all the things. Oh, my child is very responsible. One day you become 25 years, they'll give the entire business to you. You agree or not? So likewise, then Vishnu said, you rule this planet for 1 month, 36,000 years. With a body free from old age, disease and death. Then you will go back to Godhead. There, I'll give you a planet bigger than your great grandfather Brahma. During Brahma's planet is destroyed, but your planet is never destroyed. There you go and stay there. Wow. Then later, why I'm telling this point is, his brother later was killed, Uttam was killed by Yakshas. Maharaj declared war on Yakshas. And Kubera, as a head of Yakshas, came and asked him, please stop this war, stop killing. Immediately stopped. Then Kubera asked, I am the treasurer of Devatas. Whatever you want, I'll give you. Ask. Dhruva Maharaj laughed and said, I don't need anything. If at all you want to give, bless me that my attraction and my faith and my desire to serve the Lord's feet of Krishna doesn't waver a second. Kubera said, everything in this world is useless to you because you got the diamond, you don't need all these things. We need that blessings from you because you attained that we didn't attain. So, how many of you are understanding? These are all the signs of true mercy. The next sign of mercy is Krishna is giving you sense control, which is very difficult. What is that? Sense control. Susrusho Sridhanasya Vasudeva Katharuchi Syan Vipram Punyatirthani Snevana Susrusho Sridhanasya Vasudeva Katharuchi. When you serve devotees, you will develop taste for hearing. What is the meaning of Hare Krishna mantra? Give me green card or credit card. Give me service. When you attentively serve the sages, devotees, Bhakti Vedantas, they will give you blessings by which you will develop taste for hearing. And also, they will give you sense control. Any one of the roaming senses will cheat you. Who is your worst enemy on the path of spirituality? Next door neighbor? My mother who is telling me not to chant? Only one. My mind and my senses. My mind, my senses. We should be very careful if you are sincere. I am telling you, who is your worst enemy? Mind and senses. I chant sincerely. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Ting! Cell phone is next to me. Mind says, message, dekho. And your consciousness, you lift it up to here. Right now, I'll focus. Hare Krishna, and next 30-40 mantras, you will meditate on this message. If you are not careful, next 5 rounds, only that message. So, next sign of mercy is sense control. You have means You are losing taste for this world and you are developing distaste for sense enjoyment. Abhyas Konde Virajya Rishike. You want this? I don't need it. Kubera is telling, I'll give you, Dhromara is telling, not interested. You may be treasurer of demigods, you may be a friend of Lord Shiva, you may have so much money. I don't need it. I really don't need it. What do you need? That, service to the lotus feet of Krishna. So, I'll stop here. I want to tell a tiny story. Ready?
Yes.
Vishwamitra, he understood my bow and arrow power is useless before Vasishta's spiritual power. He understood. Then what he did? First he resigned. I don't want this position. This is useless. Why? First he fought. Vishnu Vasishta defeated him. Then he went and worshipped Lord Shiva for so many years. Lord Shiva said, what do you want? All the astras you have given to me. Shiva gave all the astras. Then he went and he challenged Vasishta. Come and fight. Vasishta said, I am a Brahmana. I cannot fight. If you don't fight, I'll take the cow. Come there with me. Oh, really? You cannot take the cow there. I can fight. Vasishta, he took the Brahmadanda and he put it like this and he said like this. I will not fight, but you do whatever you have to do. You defeat this Brahmadanda. And all the bow and arrows, all the arrows given by Lord Shiva, he started using. And this Brahmadanda swallowed every arrow. Then he understood, I have wasted my time worshipping Lord Shiva and asking these arrows. Because this Brahmadanda is more powerful than all the arrows. You're understanding or not?
Yes.
Then what he did? First he resigned his job. Then he went to Himalayas and did tapasya. Now listen, my story starts. 1,000 years he did tapasya. It is relating to sense control. And Indra saw that. He is doing tapasya. Ting, 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 Manaka came. Manaka came. And so I said, I don't know to this prolong the story. Manaka came and so it is like cell phone message distraction. So he stopped and one day Shakuntala was born and he's enjoying left and right. One day Manaka said, I'm going. Where? Heavens. You don't want to stay with me? No. Then why did you come? Indra was very scared of you. And Indra used me to distract your tapasya. Really? Of course. Indra is very happy nowadays because you gave up your tapasya. ऐसे कैसे होता है? Then immediately also she went back. Immediately also sat in tapasya again. Another 1,000 years left. How many years?
1,000 years.
We are all laughing, but we also, if I get engineering, I'll be happy. If I read GRE, I'll be happy. If I go to America, I'll be happy. If I get job, if I get F1 into H1, I'll be happy. If I get green card, I'll be happy. If I get married, I'll be happy. In that, what were we losing? Time. Vishwamitra lived for so long, but we don't have that much time. One day he'll be 50 plus. How many of you agree? So this is all in the trick actually. Then you'll say, at 20 years ago I met devotees because I'm so career oriented, I'm not even chanted one round, I'm 50%. So that is Indra's trick for you. I'm serious. 1,000 years he did tapasya. Again, one day he started hearing music again. He opened his eyes. Now there is not Manaka. Who is that? Yes, you start dancing. I know why you came. I can be fool only first time, not second time. So you want to cheat me and doing my tapasya? You are my enemy. I curse you. Become a rock. Immediately Ramba scared and became a rock. Then he started hearing somebody laughing. Who? Indra. Why are you laughing? Last time you became victim of lust and you lost all 1,000 years of power. Now you became victim of anger and you lost your power. Everything became zero. 1,000 years gone. Indra said, best of luck. Labor file, lab is going to come tomorrow, but your aid of company cancelled the labor. American green card system. So it is like that. Alright, 2,000 years gone. Again he said, another 1,000 years over. Because this is like a Satyuga people would live 100,000 years. Then he tells this story in Balakanda Brahman actually.
Yes.
Then another 1,000 years over. So because he was maintaining his consciousness there, he controlled his mind, and so he was not feeling hunger. So then suddenly what happened? He gave it up. The consciousness came down. Immediately felt hungry. Immediately, 1,000 years of hunger. He started cooking, hungry. And he was about to eat. One Chandala came with 4 dogs, very ugly. Sir, food. Will you become angry or not? Yes or no? He looked at him, picked the food and put in his plate. Eat. That person said, amazing. I cannot do anything to you. Now your senses are fully controlled. The Chandala became Indra and said, I cannot do anything. You have gone beyond my jurisdiction. Now try your best. I cannot do anything to you. Because Devatas will keep on tempting us as long as we are slaves to our senses. So the moment you become free, that's right, Vairagya. So, but parallelly, how will it come? By serving the sages. Narada Muni's story first canto. Narada Muni served the Bhakti Vedantas and they gave everything to him. So, these two are correlated, 1 and 2, and third also. And third, they are all interrelated. As you are going forward and developing the sense control, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explains, you will be going away from Anartha Nivritti to Nishtha stage. What is Nishtha? When you are attaining Nishtha, you are no longer Kanishta. You are going away from Anartha Nivritti, means you are going away from the demands of senses. So, Nishtha in sadhana means somebody died, you chant your rounds. They died means my chance will come tomorrow, let me chant. So, or you got some position, CEO, you are chosen as CEO. Okay, this is temporary, let me chant my rounds. These are all temporary, but my real goal is, what's the real goal? Attain the love of God. Forgot the verse, but so you will come to the Nishtha. Actually, Kanishtadhikari means is on the level of Anartha Nivritti. Madhyamadhikari means is on the level of Nishtha. And once you attain Ruchi, that is next screen. Once you come to Ruchi and above, after Ruchi, what is the next level? Asakti, Bhava and Prema. So Ruchi onwards, you are Uttamadhikari. But Nishtha, you are only Madhyama. Prema Maitri Rupa Veksha Sa Karoti Yakarati Sa Madhyama. So as you go deeper and deeper in your sadhana, I have a request for all of you. What is my request? Sleep early, rise early, and finish your rounds. Time is running out. This one application, please take it home. What is that?
Time is running out.
Time is running out. And one day I called one doctor in America. I heard some people are telling so many rumors you chant 64 rounds. How many rounds you chant? Are they wrong? Yes, they are wrong. How many rounds you chant? 70. Oh, 70 rounds you chant? Hey, you're an oncologist. Your wife is a doctor. Where is the time? He said, this is the thing that is going to come with me. Not the family, not the career, not the hospital, not the bank account. I have to obviously put energy on this. Amazing, sir. That's great. You're inspired. But I raise early and I finish my rounds, I go to hospital. But evening is for family. Because I don't want my children to complain. Grahastha with 2 children. One day, is it Grahastha chanting that many rounds? I'm not telling you to chant 70 rounds, but I'm telling you to become serious. Otherwise, how long? Sunday fish statistics of urine now in West Virginia. Morning I was telling. How long? What do you like in Hare Krishna Prasad? And that's okay, first year. After 10 years, you should not say Prasad only. Yadav Prasad, no doubt. That's still in West Virginia. It's called West Virginia, Palace of Gold. Sunday fish statistics. 12:30 to 1 o'clock Kirtan, 40 people. Because Indians like Kirtan, you know. You really get a feeling I'm praying. 1 to 2 o'clock. Bhagavad Gita class. How many? 2 people. Including the speaker, me. I think another person may want he wants some initiation or whatever, right? Only 2 people. And 2 o'clock onwards, Prasadam. 220 people. Because as soon as the class starts, Indians means I know everything. No one wants to hear. Indians means we don't know anything, but we think we know everything. That's it. So I would go and serve Prasad. Oh, kidhar the aap? So, what is the proof you are making progress? What is the proof you are getting mercy? You are becoming stable in your sadhana. I'm honest with you, when you become stable in your sadhana, you are not so much affected. You are not so much affected. Somebody appreciates, you know. Somebody denounces you, condemns you. That's what Krishna says in 2nd chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Equanimity is yoga. Otherwise, when happiness comes, if you explode like a balloon, expand like a balloon, when distress comes, you'll be like a deflated tire only. When happiness comes, you stay like Krishna, thank you very much. And you take it up. When unhappiness comes, you also take it up. I'm not telling you tomorrow happiness comes, I don't want to enjoy. No, you can enjoy. But with Krishna in the center. When the distress comes, my Lord, you are telling this is temporary, I take it up. Equanimity is yoga. So, as you grow in Nishtha, your inner strength to face the difficulties and to serve the moment. Moment means Guru and Krishna. You will get it. Otherwise, you won't. Small problems will bother you. Srila Prabhupada said, whole America started campaigning in 1969. We are the first country to go to the moon. Oh, big celebrations. All the pictures. Prabhupada said, we never went to the moon. This created a problem in the hearts of Americans because they are so proud. Prabhupada said, no, we never went to the moon. Why? Prabhupada said, moon is farther than sun. How Prabhupada? Prabhupada said, Sunday comes first and Monday comes next. And many people are shaken up, many Americans. So, then one American said, Prabhupada, I want to leave the movement. What is it? So, what is Prabhupada telling? Guru Nishtha. There is a rope on the I'll tell that example also. One day Ramchandra Kaviraj is coming into to see Srinivasacharya. As he was coming inside, suddenly he saw a rope, but it twirled like a snake. It bent 3-4 places. He said, "No, let's see." So he put it aside and he came inside. And few minutes later, Srinivasacharya said, "I saw a snake in the courtyard." Ramchandra Kaviraj said, "Guru Maharaj, where?" "That place." Exact same place where Ramchandra Kaviraj removed a rope and put it back. Srinivasacharya is telling us I a snake. You know what Ramchandra Kaviraj did? "Thank you, Guru Maharaj. I agree with you, there must be a snake." Immediately picked up a stick, start searching. Doesn't Ramchandra Kaviraj know it is rope? He said, "I am blind, my Guru is intelligent. My Guru knows, what do I know? I don't know anything." He started searching for it. Srinivasacharya said, "Search for the snake and kill it." And Ramchandra Kaviraj went and seriously searched for the snake with other devotees. Finally came back and said, "Snake disappeared, we couldn't find it." Guru Nishta. We have a cataract, Guru has come to remove it. So, anyway, Srila Prabhupada said, actually, you all should know, Fox TV in America ran a 2-year serial, How We Never Went to Moon. How many of you watched the serial? It's there in the internet. This Fox TV, official TV in America, they ran a 2-year serial proving how we never went to the moon. No? So because in the video the flag keeps on moving here and back and forth, and there is no air in the moon, then where is the flag moving? So many flaws they found out. So as you grow forward, your inner strength to face the difficulties will increase. Your inner strength to serve Guru and Krishna will increase. As the third sign of mercy, as you develop taste for hearing Krishna Katha, your taste for service increases. This is when you are becoming Uttamadhikari. Ruchi is there. And the third and fourth points are the culmination of Bhakti. There is only one organization in this world that preaches, teaches a pure Bhakti, is the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. So you will develop it. What is sign of mercy? I want to practice it Shuddha Bhakti only. Anyabhilashita sunyam. Jnana karmali anavrutam. Anukulyena Krishnanu Bhakti. What desire you have? Zero. And this Bhakti is free from Jnana and Karma. Anukulyena Krishna Anusilanam. Favorably disposed. Vishnu Chakravarti Prabhupada translates. He doesn't say the activity is pleasing to Krishna. He says, Rupa Goswami translates, favorably disposed. Then somebody said, why it is not pleasing to Krishna? Vishnu Chakravarti Prabhupada says, when Mushtikan Chanur started beating Krishna, Krishna felt, I found a right person to fight. He's giving me really tough fight. See, beating me left and right. I'm very happy. So, whatever Mushtiki and Chanur are doing, is it Suddha Bhakti? Because Krishna is happy? No. That's why it is Anukulyena. One day Yashoda said, because you did this mistake, I'll punish you. She came with a stick because you're eating dirt. So Krishna started becoming scared. So Krishna is scared. Yashoda is Suddha Bhakti or not?
Yes.
Is it Pratikula or Anukula?
Pratikul.
It is Anukula only. Sir, she is looking for Krishna's welfare. That's why Anukulyena Krishna Anusilanam. When you do bhakti, follow the previous acharyas. That is Uttam Bhakti. So when you come to that stage, ladies and gentlemen, Shuddha Bhakti, that's the true sign of mercy. It will happen by the association of devotee or directly by the association of Krishna. Yadus became pure devotees because of the association of Krishna. Gopis became pure devotees directly because of Krishna's association. So then what you will do? You will surrender to Krishna. Surrender means what? Someone one devotee asked, what does it mean to surrender? Sir under, झुक के रहना है. You know? I have a question for all of you. What are the 6 symptoms of surrender? Bhakti Shastri devotees. Three times I refer to Vanilla Month. Amazing. And the coolest sankalpa. What is it? Intelligence of Goswami. Whatever is favorable for bhakti, accept it. Whatever is unfavorable for bhakti, reject it. Anukulyasya sankalpa, pratikulyasya varjanam. Actually, you don't need to ask your counselor, is it good for my bhakti or not? These 2 lines will decide. That's what I'm going to show today. My activity is offending this devotee, then don't do it. Because it is a pratikula. Should I get up in the morning and chant my rounds? Yes, it is anukula. So, Prayala and pratikula and anukula, put your all these things, activities, you yourself can decide. How many of you are understanding what I'm telling? But the third one, Rakshati Syati Iti Vishwaso. Krishna is my only protector. What is the next one? Krishna is my only maintainer. Srila Prabhupada, one reporter asked, Swamiji, how many temples you have? 100. How do you maintain yourself? Prabhupada said, we don't work. We don't work. How do you maintain yourself? Srila Prabhupada said, elephant in Africa eats 100 kgs every day. There is no hunger depth in Africa. Elephant is not a devotee of Krishna. We go door to door campaign for Krishna. When Krishna is maintaining elephant, why Krishna doesn't maintain us? How many agree? Prabhupada said, we not only eat, we feed 100 people in every temple. Serious. We not only eat, we feed 100 temples in 100 people in every temple Sunday feast. Today ISKCON has 800 plus temples. Nobody works. We not only eat, but we feed 200 to 1000 people also. We need to have that faith. When Draupadi raised her hands up in the air, Draupadi knew Krishna will come and protect her. Rakshati Shati Vishwasa. Goptrutve Varanandada is my maintainer. With this understanding, Atma Nikshepa Karpanya, Sarva Krishna, body, mind, and words. The last one is humility. Actually, if you really want to make progress, the one thing you have to work on is humility. And as I'm speaking, I remembered 3 personalities. Suklambar Brahmachari, Kolavich Sridhar, Shivananda Sen, and last, Vasudeva Datta. 2 are Grosthas, 2 are Brahmacharis. But their glory is great, amazing. Shivananda Sen and Vasudeva Datta, they are living in the metal world making money. Suklambar Brahmachari and Kola Sridhar would do business, no doubt. But if 50% he would donate to Ganga, worshipping Ganga. And Kola Sridhar roof has more holes than the roof. in dhoti has more holes than the dhoti. But Kolar Sridhar is very happy chanting the holy name. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shuklamar Brahmachari, nobody, everyone that is a beggar, is a beggar, his heart is filled with, it's like a volcanic eruption of love of Krishna. But as Brahmachari by nature, he would go door to door and he would beg. Whatever would come, he would offer to Krishna and eat, just to keep the body and soul together. But his main thing is, relish the, serve the holy name, serve the people from where he would beg and give them mercy. On the other hand, Shivananda Sen, a grahastha, married, children, working. 6 months he would work. How many months?
6 months.
Whatever the money he would get, he would bring that money, and 300 to 400 devotees, he would take them from Puri, Bengal to Puri every year, and would spend all the money. And how difficult it was those days, because the Muslims were ruling small kingdoms, and there were no hotels those days. Every day you need three meals. You have to arrange for 400 people. It's difficulty he would do to please Lord Chaitanya. When Shivananda Sen told Lord Chaitanya, his wife became pregnant, Lord Chaitanya gave gifts. And Lord Chaitanya said, I belong to the family of Shivananda Sen. Why? He is doing this service to devotees. What is the name of the topic? How to get mercy. If you serve devotees, you will go on the front pages of Krishna. Amazing. Amazing. Lord Chaitanya came to experience the Radha Premara Nirya Sakorite Asmodan Ragamarga Pratiloke Korite Pracharan. As a Krishna himself came to experience Radha Bhav, he came to experience Radha Bhav, but as Yugavadar he came to spread the glories of Hare Krishna Mantra, the glories of Harinam. One day he called Shivananda Sen and then said, Shivananda Sen, this Vasudev Datta, he spends money as though there is no tomorrow. What is doing? He spends money as though there is no tomorrow. I am very concerned. Can you believe? He is putting Krishna in anxiety. Lord Chaitanya, who came to relish Radha Bhav, had to come back to the human platform, earthly platform, and tell Shivananda Sen, this Vasudeva Datta, he spends money as though there is no tomorrow. If you really ask me, become his secretary and manage his finances. Lord Chaitanya is giving instruction to Shivananda Sen. What type of person is Vasudeva Datta? Actually, we are going to see in 12th chapter now, next the screen. But one quality that outlines any other quality of bhakti is compassion. One day Vasudeva Datta told Lord Chaitanya, my Lord, by the influence of Maya, these living entities, they are stuck in the cycle of birth and death, thinking I'll be happy now, I'll be happy now, I'll be happy now. I'll get a job, I'll be happy, I'll get a spouse, I'll be happy, I'll get money, I'll be happy. Maya is cheating them birth out of birth. I have a request for you, my Lord. Lord Chaitanya said, what is that? You give me karma of all the living entities and I will go to hell eternally. And you take them back to Godhead. Lord Chaitanya shivered. Sometimes we speak like that to get name and fame. But Lord Chaitanya knew what's happening in his heart. Lord Chaitanya shivered literally. And Lord Chaitanya said, it's not uncommon for you because you're an expansion of Prahlad Maharaj. And how much pleased Lord Chaitanya, was when he heard this petition from Vasudeva Datta. Lord Chaitanya said, I am I am Vasudev Datta's man, I am Vasudev Datta's man. And Lord Chaitanya said, you don't need to go to hell eternally because of your desire. I will do this. What? Lord Chaitanya took practically, actually let me tell you this. First of all, Vasudeva Datta did not ask for the deliverance of only Bengalis. Vasudeva Datta did not ask for the deliverance of Indians. Vasudeva Datta did not ask for the deliverance of Asians. Or he didn't ask for the deliverance of earthly humans. Lord Vasudeva Datta asked for the deliverance of entire universe. Jesus Christ asked for the deliverance of only Jews actually. That's what I heard. So, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, not Sarve Jana Sukhina Bhavantu. You should ask for the deliverance of not humans alone, everyone. And you are willing to take that karma and go to hell eternally? Amazing, amazing, amazing. Hare Krishna. So, how to attain that mercy? Or we have a quadruple yes formula, tetra yes. What is the first one? Seva. Second one? Sadhana. Third one? Fourth one? First one is Seva. Seva, actually I have seen this in my temple actually. Whenever somebody comes and does some service, I got a feeling our devotees are actually identifying them, recognizing them. You know? Wow, that is great. So I told people, come and do some service. That is where Krishna will recognize you. You know, as he considers you as part of his entourage. So come and do some service. If you all come and do some service, you will receive the grace of the deities here. It can be outside or inside, deities, or do service. What is that? Do service, prasadam servo, book distribution. You know, some service you should do. There are so many services. We should do some service and take responsibility. See how Krishna will identify you. Amazing, amazing. You know, seva actually. You know, the second one is a sadhana. To the extent you strictly follow four related principles, and to the extent you strictly chant the holy name, if you really ask me, this is the key to spiritual progress. That is the key. It will unravel all the mysteries. You know, what is that? What is that? Nama Chintamani Krishna, Chaitanya Rasvigraha, Purnamukto Nityasiddha, Abhinatvad Namanamina. So, if you chant half an hour, Krishna will be with you half an hour. One day Narad Muni went to see Krishna. Krishna was not there. Sometime later, Narad Muni went and asked Krishna, my Lord, I came to see you, you are not there. Whenever I want to see you, I should see you. Krishna said, you want my address? How many of you want Krishna's address? Others said, you don't want to see him. So he's telling, this is what Krishna is telling. Naham tishtami vaikunte. Oh Narada, I am not present in Vaikuntha. Yogina Hridayeshwa. I am not present in the hearts of yogis. Narada said, my Lord, tell me where you are present. Not where you are not present. That's what I am telling you. Yatra gayati mad bhakta. Tatra tishtami Narada. Where my devotees come together and chant the holy name. Sing my glories. There I am sitting. When you chant, don't keep the cell phone next to you. Take the rope. How many of you will take the rope? Cell phone is deadly. Without even your knowledge, it's a disease actually. And if you can finish your rounds before 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, great. Sadhana. Third one is little long. Some people are good sadhakas. Your chanting is good, your service attitude is good. Yesterday, your service was good. Today morning, your chanting will be good. Today, your chanting is good. It will reflect in a good service attitude. Chanting and service are inseparable. So, your behavior with other devotees will be very good if your chanting is good. Your behavior is not good, it means your chanting is not good. So, what really pleases Krishna? Because when somebody loves you, somebody is pleased with you, then only he'll give mercy, right? Adveshta sarvabhutanam maitra karana evacha nirmamo nirahankara samdukha sugaksham santushta sarvam yogi yatatma drishtya mayakpitavan arvidir yom bhaktasne priya. Krishna is telling you which person I like very much. If you want to please Krishna, I'm honest with you, I'm unable to apply so many of these qualities. If you apply, you will go in the first pages of Krishna. Can somebody read these things one by one? Just read it.
Non-enviousness, friendship, kindness, free from false ego. Krishna is the owner, equal in happiness and distress, satisfied, sense controlled, performs devotion with determination, mind, intelligence fixed on Krishna.
Yes. Then some more. Prabhuji, read it.
He by whom no one is put into difficulty and who is not disturbed by anyone, who is equipoised in happiness and distress, fear and anxiety, is very dear to me. My devotee, who is not dependent on the ordinary course of activities, who is pure, expert, without cares, free from all pains, and not striving for some result, is very dear to me. One who neither rejoices nor grieves, who neither laments nor desires, and who renounces both auspicious and inauspicious things, such a devotee is very dear to me.
Okay, that's it. And so, I want to tell a story. Ready?
Yes.
19th century, June 8th. Date also. June or July. If I am right, it is actually June 8th. This devotee, he went to Jagannath. Actually, what he did, he was actually a weaver. You know? What is his name? So he was a weaver, and he wore this cloth for. So he had woven this cloth for 3 months. Beautiful silk saree. How many months?
3 months.
And then he went to market to sell this silk saree. 3 months he took it. And as he was going, suddenly he saw a coconut. When he saw a coconut, hey, such a beautiful coconut. I should offer to Jagannath. He went to that coconut seller. How much is a coconut? Those days there were no rupees. Barter system. Coconut seller said, you let us exchange. You give the saree and I'll give it to you. His Prabhu name is Gachibowli. He said, yeah, 3 months silk saree. I took 3 months to give this. You are comparing with the coconut. But Gachibowli is innocent. He has only one desire to please Krishna. He said, I have one coconut, you have one saree. Let us exchange. He gave it. He took the coconut and he gave the saree. He was mad after pleasing Krishna. He took the coconut, went to the temple. Unfortunately, he was actually untouchable. They said, you cannot come in the temple. Yes, I know I cannot come in the temple. and can you take this coconut and offer it? They said, you have to pay money. No, you will not, you're untouchable, you will not offer. He said, all right, if you don't offer, no problem. Oh, Jagannath, my Lord, I came all the way to Puri. I felt, my Lord, such a wonderful coconut. You should take it, my Lord. You know, your untouchable devotee is waiting, at the doorstep, only to make you this offering. Please eat. In less than 5 seconds, 2 hands came from the temple. Woo! Took the coconut and went inside. Those of you who went to Jagannath temple, entrance of the main temple very far. Yes or no? That hand should be at least 300, 400 meters long. Everyone was shocked. Amazing. What a devotion Dasi Gauri had. The Orissa government installed actually a metal statue of Dasya Gauri to honor his devotion. So one day, then he went home. He asked his wife, I'm hungry. So his wife, what she did? She plate, in the plate she put rice. That day she put spinach. What she did? Spinach. In that white rice she poured spinach. Spinach is black. It is white rice. That plate had a red covering. When he looked at it, his wife said, eat it. He looked like this. He saw Jagannath's eye. And he started, instead of eating, Jagannath, 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 Jagannath. Half an hour later, husband, come and eat. Why are you not eating? How can I eat? How can I eat Jagannath? And he became ecstatic. Sthavar Jagannathaki, Nadekadar Murti, Sarvatas, Ishtadeva Murti. So if you're really mad in love with Krishna, you'll see Krishna everywhere, moving and non-moving. And this wife went to neighbors. And my husband became crazy. I don't know what happened. He's speaking something I can't even understand. And all the neighbors came. They understood. Your husband is not crazy, but never do this again. Remove this plate. And if you want to give them, put a normal plate and mix it. You'll eat it. But he's seeing Jagannath's eye there. When I heard this, अरे क्या भक्ति है उनका. How many of you agree I was so devoted? Then I went to New York. And this devotee came and said, I joined full time 1978. And they said, Christmas marathon. You have to raise money for Krishna. What should I do? Distribute books. He said, I cannot make $1,500 in a day. I mean, in a week. It's difficult. All right, sell cookies. This devotee told me he wore a crazy, like a demon dress, big. So he went on the streets of New York. Cookie man came, come buy cookies. Everyone started laughing. So you have cookies? Yes. So he started selling. Where's the pocket? Here, put the money. This devotee said, day after day, month after month, year after year, I sold cookies for Krishna. And I told the management, I want to go to India. Where? Vrindavan. Temple said, we'll give you 2 weeks leave. And as they were dropping him to the airport, they said, please come back, Prabhu, because you have to work for Krishna. He said, yes. When I heard these 2 stories, Dasya Gauri and this devotee wearing a crazy dress selling cookies, I felt they are on the same level. Hare Krishna movement is known for the devotee sacrifices. That is seva. Even if we may not possess all these great qualities. Should I tell one more story? One devotee, real story actually. One devotee heard from Prabhupada. Actually, Satsur Maharaj. How many of you know Satsur Maharaj? Satsur Maharaj is a 19-year-old boy, maybe 20-year-old boy. He went to 2nd Avenue. Srila Prabhupada giving lecture. When he saw Srila Prabhupada, As soon as the lecture ended, Satsu Maharaj took a vow. I'll follow 400 principles from today. Even an American is able to follow 400 principles. Arey, what a commitment disciple has, what a commitment a grace guru has, Srila Prabhupada has. Amazing, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
One day in my childhood, I read a story. Surdas sings so well on Krishna. Surdas is a devotee by birth, blind. When he would sing on Krishna, amazing. The message of Surdas reached Akbar. And Akbar said, bring Surdas to the Delhi court, where he will honor him with sufficient wealth. All the people came and said, "Oh, fortunate you are, Kabir." Surdas, the king, became merciful on you. Come into the Delhi court and sing for him. All your problems will be solved. Surdas looked at them and said, I cannot sing for anybody other than Krishna. I will not come to Delhi. I will not leave Vrindavan. Hey, you're losing the fortune. I have only one fortune in my life. Krishna and his holy name. They went and told Akbar. Akbar was impressed. He doesn't need to come, I will come. He came all the way. And his minister said, glorify Akbar, he'll give you a lot of money. Surdas said, I cannot glorify anybody other than Krishna. I'm sorry. Akbar said, no, don't touch him. And then Surdas started singing about Krishna. Akbar, though a Muslim by birth, cried. And Akbar said, that is a devotee. One day Akbar asked Tansen, when you sing, I like it. It's very pleasing to mind. But tears don't come. But that day, when Surdas sang, why I cried? Tansen said, my Lord, I sing for money. He sings for the pleasure of Krishna. That's why it touches your heart. Why I'm telling this story is that there is another parallel. Prabhupada went to New York, 2nd Avenue, and Michael Grant, today is Mukunda Maharaj. Prabhupada was indirectly requesting Mukunda Maharaj, I need a place to stay. Mukunda Maharaj said that Michael Grant, he was really the girlfriend, Jane. He said, Swamiji will pay rent for 2 months. After that, you should be on your own. Prabhupada said, fine, I don't need your money free of cost. I'm opening an international organization. I'll consider your 2 months as a membership fee. And Umabati Swami, I agree with they all laughed. Swamiji, your visa is expiring in 6 weeks. You don't even have money to pay 2 months rent. You already had 2 heart attacks. You are 70 plus. You are opening an international organization. That is what Krishna is. When Krishna wants to do things, that's how Krishna does. Prabhupada told all this. Prabhupada said you should strictly follow 400 principles. No illicit sex. His boyfriend or girlfriend doesn't work. It is very sinful. And Prabhupada said, I'll perform marriage. Get your family. Prabhupada was born 1896 and he was married probably in 1920s. India was brilliant as more spiritual than today. So Prabhupada on the marriage day asked, where is your family? Michael Grant said, nobody came from my family side. Really, culture shock. Prabhupada asked Zane, who became Janaki Mataji, where is your family? Prabhupada, my mother and father didn't come. Really? This is 1965, world was much better. But my sister came. Really? What is it? So Yamuna Mataji. And Prabhupada said, okay, Prabhupada had to perform the marriage, Prabhupada had to cook, they don't know anything. Prabhupada told the future, I don't know, Karmini, Yamuna Mataji, come let us cook 10-course meal for the marriage. She was wearing a tiny frock, American 21-year-old. So Prabhupada was cooking, Americans were very independent. Every time she did like this, Prabhupada said, wash your hands. She became upset. She became so upset because they don't want anyone, Americans don't want anyone to correct them. She became so upset, she said, Swamiji, you have to go for a smoke. She said, Prabhupada looked at her and said, tears in his eyes, when we cook for Krishna, we don't smoke. Only one line. Wow. When we cook for Krishna, we don't smoke. That is the power of that word. When we cook for Krishna, we don't smoke. That is the last time she smoked in her life. She gave it up. I am telling this story is not over. Eventually she got initiated.
Yes.
Prabhupada said he go on to London and open the temple. Exactly 1.5 years later she went to London. By Krishna's sweet will, they all started staying with George Harrison, John Lennon's home. And one day she was singing on the harmonium. And from not knowing it, one person was listening. Who? George Harrison. George came and told her, oh, nicely you are singing. If you say yes, I'll make you superstar. I'll make you a star singer. And you know what Yamunamati said? I cannot sing for anybody other than Krishna. That day I compared Surdas with the Yamunamati. Surdas by birth Indian, by birth he was devoted. Only 1.5 years ago, she was still American. And she had no idea about Bhakti. What is Srila Prabhupada's grace? What is Srila Prabhupada? How much Srila Prabhupada has infused Bhakti in her heart? I have a question for all of you. Amitabh Bachchan comes and says, I'll make you superstar. What will you say? You'll bring your hair. No problem. You'll say that or not? Let us be honest. But she said, no. I cannot sing for anybody other than Krishna. She said that, she lived like that and she died like that. She lived her life in poverty. She never sang for anybody. She sang for only Krishna. Yamunamata ji ki. And without glorifying Prabhupada, we cannot glorify Yamunamata ji. Srila Prabhupada's grace. 1975, Gurudas Prabhu took sannyas. Srila Prabhupada said, you stay like this only. She was never married. And 2011, she left the world. When sannyasi said, she went back to Godhead. Can you believe every day after being dressed to give darshan, Krishna has to listen her voice, going on pushing. So Krishna is watching actually. Everything. Krishna is watching the selflessness. Krishna is watching the sacrifice. Krishna is watching your sincerity. Krishna is watching also the duplicity. What is Vaishnavism? Saralata. Saralata means simplicity. If not, it will be duplicitous. Externally one thing, internally one thing. They will have a life known to devotees, you have a life unknown to devotees. That causes duplicity. Whom are we cheating? Ourselves. Pure bhakti is very rare. Sudurlabha. Prabhupada Swami says. But if you say, even with all the impurities in your heart, say, my Lord, I want Anyam Bilashita Sunyam, the pure loving service. Krishna is so happy with you. Lord Chaitanya is so pleased with you. That's what Lord Chaitanya wants. Prabhupada said, I don't want 10 stars, I want 1 moon. Prabhupada said that. You know, there's Hells Angels, all these rock bands, they were promoting drugs. So then Maharaj says they would bring these top bands to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada would say, human life is meant for self-realization. I strongly encourage you to give up drugs. No meat eating, no illicit sex, no intoxication, no gambling. They would never come back. Why? They were promoting this through their songs. And they never came back again. But Prabhupada never stopped again. Prabhupada said, if only relax, I would have got more people. But I don't want 10 stars, I want 1 more. No meat eating including onion garlic, no intoxication including coffee and tea, Now in this sex and no gambling. Actually, one famous example, the devotees brought a very famous band. They were so influential in America. They were praying, Prabhupada, please Prabhupada, don't tell them. Eventually they'll understand, follow, but don't tell them initially. So Prabhupada, for some reason, I was very happy that you're here. Thank you very much. So Prabhupada started, you're not the body. Prabhupada preached for 15-20 minutes, they loved it. Finally, Prabhupada said, devotees were on the other side of the door, listening. And they loved it. Prabhupada said, give them prasad. Means they will go. I said, thank God. Prabhupada did not tell that 4 regulative principles. So they went inside a brat, they started distributing prasad. They got up to leave. Prabhupada said, actually, what I want to tell is, you will really go back to Godhead if you give up now. No gambling into any subjects. Devotees felt bombs falling on their head. And needless to say, they never came again. So, Srila Prabhupada, today it is very difficult for Indians. You agree? But Prabhupada achieved it, not elite Americans from MIT. He achieved this from drug addicts from America. That is Krishna's grace. Krishna Sakti Vina Taranahi Parivartan. So yes, if you want to know more qualities, that will please Krishna, read 12th chapter Bhagavad Gita, starting from Adeshna Sarvabhatani. Any question or comment? If I have spoken anything wrong, do excuse me as a humble servant, but very grateful for your patient audience. Actually, last point I forgot. Satsang. What is the power of satsang? When people in America, I tell them, come only 1% of the week. Don't come more than that. Come only 1%. 24 into 6, 7 is 168 hours. Come only 1% of the week. 2 hours, 1.68 hours. Most of the time is gone for prasad only, and 1 hour for hearing. Come. What is the power of association? Causeless mercy. Vibhishan knew when Ravana rejected him, Vibhishan knew he should take shelter of Ravana. But the demons, 4 demons following Vibhishan, they don't know. But why they got the mercy? Ram gave the mercy to Vibhishan, and he also accepted the 4 demons because they have faith on Vibhishan. They don't have faith on Ram. Vibhishan is doing it, I will do it. This one quality, because they have taken shelter of Vibhishan, they got the mercy of Ram. One day, during Mahaprakash Lila, Lord Chaitanya, everyone was bathing Lord Chaitanya. This lady, Dukhi, she was actually a servant maid of Shiva Thakur. Lord Chaitanya gave mercy to all the family members of Shiva Thakur because they are connected to Shiva Thakur. But then Lord Chaitanya saw that menial service, servant of servant. She is connected to Shiva Thakur being menial service. Lord Chaitanya, tell her to come inside. She felt so lonely, she didn't come inside. She was giving the pots of water, she was bringing pots of water from Ganga. They were actually bathing Lord Chaitanya, doing Abhishek. Lord Chaitanya said, bring her in. Such a wonderful service she is doing. She is servant of Srinivas. So she has adopted the word servant of servant, Dasanadas. I'll give her mercy. Lord Chaitanya in 1 second gave her love of God. Krishna Prema. What Brahma and Lord Shiva are looking for, Lord Chaitanya gave that in 1 second to Dukhi because she was servant of Shivas and Mahabharata devotee. I'm honest with you, we have no qualification. What is our own hope, only hope? We are connected to Srila Prabhupada.
Jai.
So, that is our only hope. So that's why come every week, do some service and take the association of devotees, develop faith on Srila Prabhupada, read Bhagavad and Bhagavad Gita, chant the holy name, you will attain the mercy, you will receive the grace of Krishna in this life, not after death. If I spoke anything wrong, do excuse me as your servant. We're very grateful for your audience. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you very much for such a wonderful session. I have a question. So it initially you said like the purpose of the human life is to realize that I am not this body, I am soul. So at what stage of bhakti I will get to know that I am soul, I am not this body?
Probably it depends on sadhana. One day, Charu Prabhu, how many of you know Charu Prabhu? Temple President Utah. Okay, our Shamir is sitting here actually. You know. So he asked the Prabhupada in Australia, how long does this process take to work? How many years? Prabhupada said around 40 years. Prabhupada said that. Means for somebody you will self-relation 30 years. For somebody it will take 45 years. But only thing is it's a lifetime commitment. But I want to tell you this. For somebody it will happen tomorrow, trust me. Based on your sincerity. You can be fully Krishna conscious in 1 minute. Prabhupada says that. If you are able to chant Shuddhanam tomorrow, everything else is able to reveal to you tomorrow itself. Yeah? So, probably it's like you are all doing PhD. We are all, some people finish in 3.5 years, some people take 10 years. So, your question is when we will realize we are not the body but spirit soul, right?
Yeah.
It depends on your sincerity.
For example, like if not realized, but still did service, did bhakti, and did chanting, okay, but left the body before that, but still not realized that I'm soul, but like I'm in the path. So there is no chance of reaching to Godhead.
Nice question, thank you. Everyone is listening to this question?
Yes.
But Srila Prabhupada, this question was asked to Srila Prabhupada in Yural. Prabhupada, we are very fallen, we have so many impurities. How can we go back to Godhead, Srila Prabhupada? Srila Prabhupada said, if your 9th class was over that day, Prabhupada got up and he said, if you're 90% pure, I'll take you back to Godhead. He picked up his stick and he said, if you're 80% pure, I'll take you back to Godhead. The temple was silent and he picked up his chadar, he put it on his shoulder and he said, if you're 70% pure, I'll take you back to Godhead. And what is the next one? What's the next one? Prabhupada said, that is too much. 70% itself maximum. If you're 70% pure, I'll take you back to God. Prabhupada didn't say 60%. He stopped at 70%. So he said, so increase your purity. At least if you touch 70%, Prabhupada will take you back to God. And Prabhupada said this. Prabhupada said, if you're not qualified to go through the front door, Prabhupada said, I'll take you through the back door. Prabhupada also said, his son is there in the spiritual world.
So there is a chance.
And no, let me finish
There
it.
is a sum.
This is the thing. Prabhuji, Bhakti is eternal. We have done 30% in this life. Next lifetime we will continue from 31%. Suchinam Srimadhan Yoga Prashna Jayate. For some reason you have attained 100% perfection, you will take birth in a rich family or a devotee family. Srimadhan with this 31%. You will not take birth in Africa where you struggle for a square meal. You will take birth in a rich family. Or you will take birth in a devotee family. You all should know when children are born first time, what is the Telugu people write? Tata, Mama, Amma, like that they say, right? With my own ears and eyes, I saw devout children. First words, Prabhupada, straight Prabhupada. Taganad. No Amma, no Tata, no Mama. Straight what are the first words? Prabhupada. Taganad. Jagannath, why is telling how difficult? One day, standing next to one devotee, He was holding his 1-year-old boy. As we were talking, we entered the temple. Kirtan was going, and this boy is sleeping, 1-year-old boy sleeping. He started dancing on the shoulder only. And see how he's dancing, continuing from past life. There are so many stories like this, you know. So bhakti is the one that will come with you alone, not the bank account, not the family members, not the career. So you attain perfection, you'll go back to Godhead. If not, you'll take birth in a rich family or devotee family. If you're there, from there, you'll continue your bhakti from next life.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. For a devotee or a person who is looking for mercy of Krishna, how should he or she see surrender, Sharanagati? Is it like only when the person or the individual gives up his own self efforts, then Krishna will show the mercy, like how it happened for Draupadi when she had to stop her self effort, lift her hands up? Is it that only at that point we can expect the mercy, or should the self effort continue? Can you please a little light on this?
Actually now you are touching one example. Probably this is not a prototype, you know. So, but if you see, it's a continuous process. Shuddhanam is, Vaisheshika Prabhu says this, it is a state of consciousness, not just syllables. So likewise, it's a continuous endeavor. Ankulya Sankalpa, accept those things that are favorable for bhakti, reject those things that are unfavorable for bhakti. You have a faith, Krishna is my protector, Krishna is my maintainer. With this consciousness, work for Krishna, body, mind, and words with humility. It's a continuous endeavor, Prabhu. I heard one lecture. You keep on working on a very unexpected day, you will receive the grace. So you don't need to stop anything. Keep working. You know, honestly speaking, you said Draupadi stopped. Draupadi raised her arms and fully absorbed in calling Krishna actually. Otherwise, she was holding the sari like this, Krishna come, but some energy here, some energy there in prayer. But when she gave it up, this is Lord Chaitanya, right? Both arms up in the air. Full surrender. And she started calling Krishna, my Lord, no matter what happens, whatever is going to the outcome, I may become naked, then I'll die. But please don't reject me. She fully absorbed in praying to Krishna, calling to Krishna. Nectar devotion says, as every word Draupadi is calling, hey Krishna, hey Govinda, Krishna is becoming indebted because she is calling me. And I should go. So no, she didn't give it up. That's a small thing. Does it answer the question? Thank you. Any other question?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So mind or brain, so that is material, part of the body, right? Soul is something which cannot, that is eternal, right? So point is, somebody giving instruction to the brain is giving instruction to the body for the senses. So what exactly the mind or brain? So
No, what exactly?
So mind or brain is material, right? Part of the body. So entire body is material.
Okay, let me correct you.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, first of all, brain is 450 grams of matter. It is a gross organ. But mind is subtle.
Okay. I think mind and brain both are different.
Yes.
Oh.
Mind is 450 grams of matter. Even if the dead man has brain in the brain is there. It's like a chapati dough. It is there here. But mind is actually subtle. No scientist revealed till this day whether mind is square or circle or spiral. And it's Bhagavatam says mind is not here, mind is here, part of the subtle body. So they are different. Now, what is your question?
So that means, right, mind we cannot identify. I mean, what is mind, where it is, right? Can't identify.
Okay. This is your question, I'll answer.
Yeah, this is the one.
Okay. So mind is part of the subtle body. We have 3 bodies. Sthula Sarira is what we are seeing. These bodies made up of 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, ether.
Yeah.
So inside that Sthola Sarira, there is a Sukshma Sarira. It is made up of mind, intelligence, ego, false ego. Manas, Buddhi, Ahankara. Yoga circle says Manas, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankara. But for simplicity's sake, let us take three. Manas, Buddhi, Ahankara. Manas means mind, Buddhi means intelligence, false ego. Right? This constitutes a subtle body. Within that inside soul has a spiritual body. These are the three bodies we have. So, you said brain is part of the gross body, made up of earth, water, fire, and ether. But subtle body is made up of three things: manas, buddhi, ahankara. They're very subtle, sukshma, which you cannot see them. So I'll tell you simply. We have taken trillions of bodies, like this gross bodies. One time I had dog body, cat body, bird, beast, reptile. There is only one mind, one intelligence. As a dog also has a brain, cat has a brain, but there is only one mind. That's why we remember past lives sometimes. It is subtle, sukshma. Okay? Any other question or comment?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. The Jiva has passed many lives, right? So he had done many sinful activities. So my question is, in this life also, when we have not associated with the devotees, we might have done many sinful activities. By this association, or by chanting the holy name of the Lord, the past sinful action can be destroyed, or that the devotee has to undergo the karmic reaction. Is the name has the power to destroy all his past sinful reactions?
Same question, and it was asked in Australia by Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada said 1 minute. How minute was the video? But Prabhupada said 1 minute. In 1 minute, you are cured. All the sinful reactions are removed. How long? 1 minute. Prabhupada said, did you read Bhagavad Gita? Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam saranam aham tvam samapayabhyam sarvabhyam mokshayasya masuchi. Anyway, coming back to the answer, Prabhuji, Brahmana Puran says, Harinam, everyone, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
can counteract more sins than you can imagine to commit. See the power of the Harinam. Not you commit, you can imagine to commit. That many sinful activity reactions can be counteracted by Harinam. One mantra, that's it. That's the power of Hare Krishna mantra. Here to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's name. Mercy. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Premataate. Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namo. Don't understand. This is not another that mantra, this mantra, Devata. Goloke Rapremadana Harinama Sankirtana. This Hare Krishna mantra is a Golokira Premadan. Goloka Vrindavan Premadan has descended, Lord Chaitanya brought, and he has distributed freely. Past 2 days I am telling this. Vaman Dev came to take everything from Bali Maharaj and give it to Indra. Narsinga Dev came to kill Hiranyakashipu and protect Prahlad. Lord Chaitanya came to take all of us fallen souls back to Godhead. Hari Bol. The only thing you have to do, chant the holy name. Stay in the process. Don't get down the bus. You'll go back to Godhead. You'll see Krishna one day. You're happy or not? But only one thing. Okay, holy name can counteract any sins I committed. So morning chanting, evening you do nonsense, so you'll be punished. We shouldn't do that. This is third offense to the which offense to the holy name? To counteract sinful activity on strength of the choice. Seventh offense. Seventh. To commit sinful activities on strength of chanting holy name. You shouldn't do that. Jagai and Madai very simple. Lord Chaitanya said never do it again. He said never. They would chant 128 rounds. Lord Chaitanya took all their sinful activities in 1 second, removed it. So today, till yesterday, we might have done so many things. But if you today We stop everything and start chanting the holy name, you will attain the perfection of life. I heard in this life. But you should not do them again. Right? Does it answer your question?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you very much. Any other thing? Any other question or comment? Uma, can you give your mic?
Three names of Ram is equal to one Krishna's name, right? Yesterday I was reading in second canto of Amritam. Then why in the our Mahamantra that Ram is included? Why not only Krishna then?
Repeat the question again.
Three names of Ram is equal to one Krishna's name. That's what I read yesterday.
True.
In second canto. Then why then in our Mahamantra Ram name is included? Why not only Krishna?
Ama, नाम सहस्रम त्रिरावृतस्य कुलम एकवृत्तस्य त्रिरावृतस्य रामस्य एक नामेकं प्रयच्छति. That verse is there. What means 1000 names of Vishnu is equal to 3 times of Rama equal to 1 name of Krishna. It is there. Brahmana Purana. So you are telling why gulab jamun is there, why not, why rasgulla is not there, you are telling. You know, there's mantra. You know, mantra actually Gopal Guru has given the Hare means one meaning, Hare Krishna, Krishna is another meaning, then Hare Krishna second meaning. Likewise, he has given the description. It's not just Krishna and Rama. There's a mood behind it. It comes. It's a loaded Mahamantra. You know, it's not just Krishna and Rama. So it speaks of Rasatattva. You know, so Sachinandan Maharaj has written a book on that, and Sasur Maharaj has a book on chanting, and Harinam Chintamani by Bhaktivinoda Thakur, discussion by Lord Chaitanya and Haridas Thakur. Please read them. So it has a Rasatattva involved. It's not just the names. Okay. So why only 3 names? Actually, I would also speak like that, and I would to infuse faith. I would make everyone count how many Krishnas are there. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram. 4 Ramas are there, 4 Krishnas are there. Now 3 Ramas are equal to 1000 names. 4 Krishnas are equal to 4 Krishnas equal to 4000. 5000 ho gaya. So then there is one more Rama. One day somebody asked, why is there one more Rama? So no, this is mantra. This is not about. This is Brahmana Purana. You are comparing mathematical calculation. But the holy name has tattva in it. Harinam Prabhu, Lord Chaitanya, Kalikali Nam Rupa Krishna Avtara. You know. So that is how the syllables come. 32 syllables, 16 words. So you cannot apply this mathematical calculation there. But it comes with the rasa tattva, and all the tattvas are there in that. Okay. So don't just apply mathematical calculation. Correct. Anything else? Otherwise we'll end it. So Mahataji. Okay. 2 questions will end it. Come on.
Any normal human being can chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra without taking it from Guru's mouth?
Yes. So there are no hard and fast rules. Anybody can chant. You know, there are no rules also. Anytime you can chant, but you'll attain the perfection. But of course, eventually, Bhakti Yogi to make progress, they need a guru. So eventually, you need to take shelter of guru. But without, we all started chanting one round. Few years later, we met our guru. Harinam will bring you to your guru. Okay, but you don't need guru on day 1. Okay, thank you. Does that answer your question? Yes. No problem. This is the last question.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhuji, going back to Krishna is permanent or temporary?
Thank you. Very wonderful question. One day, Srila Prabhupada was actually in Kanpur, Jhansi, and he said, having gone there, nobody returns. It is said in Bhagavad Gita.
I have some extension to this. In every Mahayuga or every Manvantara, again same history is happening, right? Ramayana is happening, like Sanat Kumara, Rishis are reborning. then they went to Godhead, right? Like why they are returned again?
No. So they are designated for some service. You know, as long as you don't want to come back, you don't need to. You know. So the point is, this person proper told, please let us go back to Godhead. This person in Jhansi said, can I come back? Prabhupada said, you cannot come back. You know. So Yadgatva Nivartana Tadha Paramahama. So probably so much suffering. One time we misused our independence. We are stuck in the cycle of birth and death for a very long time. Right? So why do you want to come back? But if you have desire, you can come back. You have free will, no doubt. That is there. You know? But if you don't want to come back, you don't need to.
But Sanat Kumara, like they don't want to be in this, right?
They are Nityasiddhas. They do service. Krishna gave them designated services. Hey, you do this, you do this, you do this. So they travel everywhere, Prabhu. They have only one goal, to liberate the conditioned souls. You know, sometimes they come here and sometimes they meet what is the fourth kind of Bhagavatam, that Puthu Maharaj. So likewise, to inspire people they come, but they are untouched with material energy. But in our case, our patan ho gaya, we fell down and Maya caught us. So my point, there's a difference between us and them. So Krishna gave them a service, that's why they come. You know, but in our case, we violated the order of God, violated the order of Krishna, we are stuck in the cycle of birth and death and Maya. You understanding? But let me tell you, you made a point. If you really want to come back, you can come back. Though Krishna said Bhagavad Gita like that. Because unfortunately we have free will. I have a question for you. You really do not know what burning means. One day you put your finger in the fire. Next 10 days you applied burn all. Now I'll ask you, can you put your finger in the fire again? That is the answer. We will not put finger in the fire anymore. So once you go back there, nobody wants to come back.
Once we go back, we will remember of our sufferings here in this material world. Like this remembrance will be there. Because currently we do not remember our past words.
Currently, Prabhuji, we do not remember our past words, but once we go there, we will remember all these words we went through.
One senior devotee said this, one senior devotee asked this question. He said, we will remember that as a bad dream. And he also said one thing, if Krishna wants us to remember, we will remember. Otherwise, we'll remember as a bad dream. You know? So do you want to recollect your bad dream? It's a bad dream. So we'll end it here. Thank you very much. Very grateful for your question.
So Hare Krishna, let us thank His Grace Yugal Kishore Prabhu with 3 loud and enthusiastic Haribol. It's mercy of Krishna that mercy lecture happened mercifully by Prabhuji today. And Prabhuji also has written some amazing books. Okay, just want to spend a couple of minutes. Please attentively hear this. So there is this anger management book that I can see here, right? It has been certified as one of the best books to read by psychiatrists and by doctors, in other parts of the world, right? And it also deals with relationships, how anger affects our relationships at our workplace, with our children, with our family. How many of you did not have fight today? Lift your hand. Everybody had fight. The question was, did not have fight today. You did not have fight today. Then you need a different book. We have a book for that also. Anyway, so wonderful set of books. I'm sure you all have friends and colleagues. Right? I was thinking about it. My plan, I'll tell you what I'm planning to do, is because whenever there is a birthday, especially after coming to Bhakti, what would you want to buy and give them? Books, right? Books or some prashad or some calendar or something like that. What comes for less than 500, 600 rupees these days? You see anything worthwhile coming? Nothing, right? Practically there is nothing around. So what I am planning to see when I give a Bhagavad Gita, people appreciate it. Some of them read it also. But sometimes there are also some books which can be a prelude to encourage them to read Bhagavad Gita. Like many other books written by disciples of Prabhupada, and even last time when Chaitanya Prabhu came here, there were many books that he wrote, like 30 books he wrote. Radhesham Prabhu writes so many books. Almost every person in our movement is encouraged to write books. Two things happen when they write their books. They bring down the highest philosophy to the most applicable, most easily understandable level. That the mercy only quadruplifies as it keeps coming down, so that we all can easily understand, right? So the question answers, the exercises, there are also some exercises in these books. It's a pack of 3, and it's very nicely packed actually, I mean, literally with a barcode, and there is a US price to it. It's actually 900 rupees, right? But since Prabhuji is on a book tour, he's giving it at 650 rupees, right? And it has to go to as many people as it can. It can create a revolution in itself. And what can be a better gift than gifting something like this? I at least can on my fingertips count 7 to 8 people who I am going to give something in the next 4 to 5 months. So instead of thinking at that time what I should buy, I think I have planned to take 10 of these sets for my friends, right? So I'm going to keep these sets in my home, and whenever any birthday comes, I know what to give. I don't have to think now. Just take this, give it to them, pack it nicely, and they will keep it, and they'll also remember it. It's like a nice package set, right? Right? Anger management, stress management, and time management. And nobody would hesitate to take this also. Let's be very smart about it. Devotees are very smart, right? Once I'll tell you a funny example. I heard this from His Holiness Rompa Swami Maharaj, that in America, people have this whole big question mark over whether they're a male or a female also. There's a big debate going on there. And people want to create trouble. In ISKCON temple, so one devotee called, sorry, not a devotee, one person called ISKCON temple, and he wanted to put ISKCON temple in a trouble. So he called and he asked, do you conduct marriages in your temple? And they said, yes, of course, we conduct marriages. In Hindu type marriages, we do it. And they said, okay, book a slot, me and my partner wants to get married. And then he asked, okay, what are their names? He said, Jack, and another one is something as Mark. He's writing in this. Is that Jack and Mark, is that who is the female, who is the male? Then he asked. And it's a big problem. If he says no, then there can be a court case also, right? But Krishna gives intelligence to a devotee. Maharaj was saying. So when that question was asked, you heard this? So when that question was asked, and so he said, so we are 2 male. Don't you marry 2 male in ISKCON temple? Immediately ISKCON devotee, he has this Krishna speaking through him. Like, oh yes, we don't have any problem. The only thing is that we have to find out some mantras. We only have mantras for male and female. We'll find out, we'll figure it out, you call us back. Right now, we're only using mantras for male and female. We'll have to figure it out. We'll know it and we'll call it out. Right? So it was neither a yes nor a no. And that fellow, I don't know whether he got married or not. At least we did not marry him in this car. So the point is, we have to have practical knowledge how to present the scriptures in front of common people, right? And many times I myself refer to lectures of Prabhupada, lectures of many disciples of Prabhupada, and the grand disciples of Prabhupada. Grand disciples of Prabhupada go to one next level, where they are dealing with the practical world, right? And Prabhuji has been preaching for more than 30 years now. And so many families have come forward. If lack of counting, I can easily tell 1,000 families have been inspired by Prabhuji so far. In entire North America. And every family doesn't come easy. They come with the pack of their own troubles, their own situations, and all that gets transformed into experience of handling, and they all come into these books. This is timeless wisdom. And definitely very, very worthwhile to have. What I am telling is, don't buy it like a book that you want to read only. Buy it as a set that you want to present it to others. Buy it in bulk. Keep it with you. It's a stock that you can keep. What harm does it happen if I have 10 of these in my house? every time somebody comes to my house, I want to give somebody, I'll go and give this. And it's a very nice package. It doesn't have any religion at least at the cover, right? And most of the solutions that Prabhuji has presented here are coming from Srimad Bhagavatam, right? They're also time proven, wisdom proven, scripture proven. So why don't we have these three, right? So Prabhuji is here. You can come forward, and just now, Harichakra Prabhu was telling he has a son. How old is he? 7 years. So he was telling, it seems, that if you don't manage your time, you get stressed, and if you don't manage stress, you get anger, and if you don't manage anger, again you can't manage time, right? So it's like a cycle. Somewhere it has to be stopped. So even a child could understand, a small child could understand. And trust me, these days children don't have books in the house. So why don't we keep these books in everybody's house so that they can open a small book? It's a small book, very nicely printed and very light also. Though it's 3 books, but it hardly weighs anything. Very nicely packaged. When I showed this to my boss, I'm telling you, I'm telling you a real example that happened in my office. I was thinking, how should I distribute books in my office, right? Then I said, okay, let me organize a seminar with Prabhuji. So I went and asked, I want to organize a seminar with one nice monk who is traveling to India. Would you allow it? He was like, oh, just now brought a monk. You want to bring another monk? Chaitanya was. Then I said, no, he has a wonderful set of books, and he wants to present these books for our employees. Then he was like, I'm not sure about it. Then I got this package actually. I'm telling you the reality. I got this package, and then I went and kept it on his table. As soon as he looked at it, he didn't even ask whether these books belong to the monk. Immediately picked it up and said, yes, it's nice. I want this one of this. This is what we told. I was like, wow, it's a book itself is selling itself. I just kept it there, right? In front of DTs, I would not like here. Yeah? I kept it there. He picked it up and said, this is very nice. Time management, stress management, I want it. Like that he told. I said, these are the books that I wanted the monk to bring. Without any discussion, he said, I am sponsoring 30 of these sets. I didn't even read it. He didn't even read it, right? And I told him, how are you going to choose? How are you going to choose who it should go to? Because there are like 80 employees in the office most of the time. So he said, I'm going to put 80 names in a basket, and I'll ask your monk to choose one name. Let God decide, who the book will go to from the hands of the monk. Like that he told. I don't know why he told that. I said, whichever way, go ahead. So 30 sets are gone at time. See, book itself sells, provided we have it. And we can put it like an investment, right? So 650 rupees, if I'm taking 10, 6,500 rupees. Maybe one trip around Outer Ring Road, and I'm telling you 6,500 rupees of petrol. Isn't it? That's all it is, right? So why don't I invest this, keep it myself in bulk, so that I can keep giving it. And maybe this can be a good prelude to give Bhagavad Gita next. Or along with this Bhagavad Gita, right? So we want to sell Prabhupada books, we want to give the mercy in different innovative ways. And I'll tell one more thing. So anger management, stress management, time management. If you cannot manage, then you will need this. Right? This is a pouch of medicines which is immediately needed if you are feeling a feeling of heart attack. Right? Last week we distributed this, right? Around, I think 40 of them went. So Malika Mahesh Prabhu made a pouch of this. This is serious affair again, not joking. So these are like 4 tablets. If you are getting that sweat, if you are getting that feeling that it is going to be heart attack, right? And the feelings, you will know it. It's very painful. And you can take 4 of these immediately and then rush towards the hospital. And Karuna Radhika Mataji, who is a cardiologist here, we also requested her to check whether this is the right thing to have. And she gave a criteria also. If you are 45 plus, or if you have hypertension, if you are in software industry, right? It's a good something that you can have, right? So this is also there. Mahesh Prabhu is standing in this corner. 100 rupees each. You can keep it in your pouch. If not you can save somebody's life, right? So just swallow this 4 tablets and it will give you some more time to sustain yourself. But why to get till there? You can as well take this first. These books are enough, right? So manage your anger, stress and time management. So Prabhuji is here. All the packs are there. We don't have many here. You want to take it bulk. See later on, in Amazon, right now you can browse and see, there are very good reviews for this book and it's 900 rupees. You can, Amazon doesn't give discount, I'm sure it doesn't, right? So why don't you grab it and keep it with you for yourself and for future gifting others, right? So how many want to try what I'm trying to do? Yeah? Gifting it to others. Keep it in a little bit of bulk, keep it in the house and keep gifting it to others whenever there is a birthday, there is anniversary, there is any awards. And you know, people play this these days in offices. They play this. What is it? Santa Claus game, right? Secret Santa. So there is no more secret. You know what you're going to give. For the next 10 Christmases, whoever gets that Secret Santa from you will get this anger management. Right? So Hare Krishna. So you can see Narsingarthi and
Namaste Narasimhaya. Narasimha